right? And we'll see how it unfolds. They'll have to start on the T side. Goes without saying for the position in which FaZe is in, pistol round. Some of those early starts, momentum, they need that.
Right, time to go to Shanghai. It is a game that these teams, it is vital they win, lest they phase into the annals of history. Take it away, Sponge and Machine.
Thank you very much, Richard. Yes, two rosters built specifically for occasions like these. Often seeing groups as a formality, which for Vitality it was. We'll see if that fifth gear from FaZe is even accessible as we get started with a CT Vitality.
Dragon with that, what is becoming signature P250 for the in-game leader. Smoke and a flash. As Apex descends down the vent, they're starting early for the secret play. So we're expecting the search.
Oh, he already connects, just saved by the metal. Bullet finds the head of Rain, and 4 HP remains for him. Now Apex gets presented an opportunity, and he thrives. Finishes off Rain, a lovely double kill from the Frenchman. Frozen finds one back for FaZe. Maybe they can break into this top site after all. Smoke obscures Apex's view for now. 3 through the heavens, they're gonna swing through in unison, and just like that, it's Flames with 3. Multi-kill from Apex. Flames does one better. Vitality off to the races with a hot start.
Yeah, beautiful work there from Apex towards Yard, just capitalizing on that contact that ZywOo took. Attention drawn elsewhere, and Dan profits with 2. The French in-game leader, he is going to have a head-to-head against Ray in the desk, highlighting this on either side of the server. And Apex, he's not looked at as one of the bigger fraggers, but he can have his games. And towards Yard, this is where he can collect that information, call those rotations, and if he's feeling it, if he's hitting those shots early, it'll be a great sign.
Frozen asked by Parla, what do you have, coming into this matchup? Frozen says confidence, but Apex, he talks about the head-to-head and what that's given Vitality. They have got the better of FaZe more often than not.
Yeah, well, what a difference a year makes. 8 months ago, this FaZe knocking Vitality out, an opportunity for them to go back-to-back. They eliminated in the semi-finals of Copenhagen. Since then, one-way traffic. Vitality, win after win after win, 4 on the trot. But right now, this will be the best time to take revenge against FaZe Clan. Eliminate them in the quarterfinals. It's just some digs, and they are again the same duo towards Yard, being a real nuisance. Just mopping up these upgraded pistols without too many problems at all. There's a shot from Robs. Can he make it a double? No. And they will be able to retrieve that M4 back to warehouse, so upgrading away from the SMG. Clean start from Vitality. Clean, it's key, right? You discussed it on the way in. It's a clean sheet versus a rocky road. You've had a month's stay in China as Vitality. You've played 4 days, right? Let that really sink in. You've played 4 days.
It's ridiculous. 4 days out of what, 28?
Well, in the Swiss, right, you played the 2 best-of-1s on the same day, and you put yourself 2-0, and then you go into a best-of-3 the next, and you get that done. You haven't dropped a map. You've dropped an average of 7 rounds per map over 8 maps.
Yeah, suffering from success, and we'll see if success continues into the guns. Frozen cut down, and an orthodox angle adopted by Apex.
I don't expect ZywOo,
Knew it was a
Apex
risk.
spamming through like that.
And hang on, that's a big head-to-head to win. Mezzi down early on the top side. Apex forced to react. ZywOo may go overlooked, as you've highlighted. It's Rain that's going to start to progress. Brokey and Carrigan acknowledging that they're going to leave him to his own devices and actually just slipping away.
And that's bad info, right? They're not aware if a player was close red or going to poke their head up secret. So FaZe with no information towards Yard. If they think the smoke wall's forced to rotation, that's not the case. And ZywOo's actually activating with aggression. This might get tough considering the timing in the arena. We'll see how that one pans out. We'll check back in because right now we're heading over towards ramp.
Vitality are going to be prepared for this given the information relayed by ZywOo.
Quickest rotation will be Apex from heaven.
Flames to be tested. Flash is great. Fantastic flash! Sets up Carrigan. Apex trying to spot the drop. 2 of the 3. Make it all. The threesome down. Spinks responds. Gets towards control. Window broken, and Molly will force a fight out of him. Oh, that's a hard clear. Fight is found. Spinks delivers a double. Robs did catch Apex. This is up for debate still. So low. If Spinks gets another, it's ridiculous. The double already. More than he was worth. Bomb now retrieved, and he falls back. Partners up with ZywOo. They try and stop that plant, swing open the double doors. Robs doesn't have much health. Safe plant. ZywOo does shut down Robs. It's up to Rain to come up clutch for FaZe, and ZywOo will deny.
Well handled. scenario there that's discussing for FaZe. They need to make this dirty. They need to draw Vitality into a bit more of a slugfest. Out there coming down to the wire, sure, but good trade work. Good cognizance from Spinks. He could have overstayed the welcome in the window side, dropped back, partnered up, knew that he just needed to be traded, and beautiful work there from Vitality to secure this third. This towards Yard, really, like, just being a nuisance early is Apex. They've gone for a Yard control setup with only 2 players. Spinks was dealing with that door leak, and well, this is mopped up nice and easy. Bomb goes down again, so it will liberate FaZe to make a couple of extra investments. A Galil for Rops, Tech9s for everybody else. But you want to try and condition Yard and make sure that Vitality aren't having so much room and control.
Well, Zywoo, he throws some bullets down range.
Bomb first.
Yeah, but it's a cross. And that was an attempt from Frozen. He caught Apex off guard, but a quick adjustment from their captain. Is this bomb quicker than they're ready for? Flames does seem prepared for it.
Has the layering of utility that's available for FaZe to break in. If they do want to finish towards B, they only have this molly in the hands of Karrigan. So where is he going to use that? You molly off one side of ramp, you still have to worry about the other. And then Flames is going to be hard to push out of this position. So this is extremely tough for FaZe. If they're able to secure a trade and a plant, I'll take that as a success.
Yeah, lobby surge. Brokey perhaps going to be overlooked here. Fights on multiple fronts, and Flames will only get one. Zywoo, what a great catch. Catches Karrigan. Brokey gets nothing on his lobby lurk.
Faked.
And a fake. That's not the plant they want. He's going to try it again. Oh, he's playing for the round here. A double fake from Robs. Look at the restraint here from Vitality. They'll triple PQ, and you won't even get the plant. Robs, hard done by in that one, and it's Zywoo again in the feed.
With the loss bonus, it's going to be a buy anyway, so the cash wasn't necessary, but would have been a nice addition so that the full buys with all the utility would have been there for Rops or Brokey, and then maybe a discussion of getting the AWP out in the Latvian's hands. The discussions about his struggles have been at the tippy top of the tongue when you're discussing FaZe. And we're talking about the team that in arenas, the trope, the cliche, it's really, at this point, you have to be a full-time believer. I think that FaZe that we've seen in recent time can find that form. So like your NIP Magic, your Virtus Plow. FaZe trying to bring that modern day. Smoke missed, highlighted here by the Ops team. Big gap in that smoke. Apex can pierce straight through. No need to rotate anybody down to B. Frozen will have been heard dropping top main. Information piecing this one together.
Apex reacts to that information. The flash the shoot doesn't play off of. Zywoo is well positioning to account for that main roof potential. See, really dynamic CT side. It's a lot of moving pieces. Reacting to what FaZe throw their way. Locker, smoke, throw. Molotov, and fights are found. Brokey, that's good to see him in the feed. A double kill from Brokey. Zywoo tapping, damage, and onto Brokey and Karrigan. What composure from the Frenchman there.
Well, this is where we need a Rops moment. FaZe himself in a 1-on-2 situation with their clutch man in clutch position. 45 seconds, bomb available. Open sights.
Oh, the repositions from both of them, it's just going to be a big test for Rops and his instinct and expectation. Look at Zywoo already sweeping towards ramp. Cuts noise at the right time. Rops continues to walk around with 28 seconds on the clock to find the finish. Zywoo is low. Actually, does opt for heaven. Could be very vulnerable here. Spinks full HP. Spinks the timing. The headshot found. Vitality keep it clean. Keep it perfect. 5 in a row to start off their defense.
All right, well, Vitality have come to play today. Yanko discussing the pistol would have been one way for FaZe to get off the mark, but now with a couple of rounds that have been close, that one you would have really liked the bomb going down because this is likely to be just another one of these half investments. You can already see the investment starting to come through. Rops with the HE, sure he's going to blow open Squeaky, drop that lurk smoke potentially. So this is where hopefully Neo has a great idea of a pocket strat or something they could run to break themselves in. FaZe need a big round that's going to inspire that confidence because their individuals is what we turn to. I think the long and the short from Yanko's perspective is they need to pull up their socks. Karrigan needs his players to play to the ability they can. That's been a big question around this team. If the winning ways continue for Vitality, you gotta wonder, are they even gonna drop a map? G2 would be up next.
So far, so good. It's certainly looking good, like a sunny start on FaZe Clan's map pick as well. Vitality looking more than comfortable.
Yeah, this is T-side nuke, so you'd be happy with 4 if you can get there. Smoke dotted towards Yard again, this time on the second tempo. Just allow that traditional CT protocol utility to block, to expire, and now you drop out the smokes.
Spinks has got an AK, ZywOo too. Just to make matters worse.
I think the win condition. Oh, go on top
hang on.
round.
Yeah, he catches a nice timing, does Robs. He's cut down by Mezzy. Apex as well from the rafters. Lovely lockdown. Just shut down. Great anticipatory positioning. 6.
Yeah, that's the key. They went a little bit earlier, didn't have a chance to highlight that, but Apex, traditionally the Yard player up in that rafter. The mollies for backside / hut, traditionally. At that point, he's in this third-man position that's not going to be ready. They're so embedded within the site that they are reading that perfectly. This is great from Vitality.
The fact that it's Apex as well. Started off strongly in the pistol, and he hasn't really let off the gas. Another multi-kill. Top of the scoreboard. ZywOo right behind him. I mean, this is always, you know, when a captain is on, the team typically, in dominant fashion, can convert the wins. And then look at Apex. He's really feeling himself here, Chad. He's called himself into an aggressive position. Will he be overlooked? 3 members of FaZe clearing corners. Rain does remove him. First blood drawn for FaZe. Can they convert? Can they put themselves at least a step in the right direction of a T-side they can be proud of? ZywOo doesn't think so. Finds Ray. Spinks his AK as well onto Robs. Lobby player removed in his immediate pivot down the vents. They're just starting to attend to this B-bomb site. There's already 2 players waiting for them. It looks so tight right now. Vitality ready. Regress here from Spinks. Oh, that is disgusting from Spinks! Wow! Stellar spray! How has he cleaned up that quickly? They just disappear, Chad. They evaporate.
That was a thing of beauty. You start with the second opening kill for FaZe. That's the way into the round. This is the quick way out. He's moving.
I've never
He's giving him the side step.
That's a new Spinks move. He's learned a new ability. What is that? Oh, you talk about individual. Spinks is on. Apex is on.
Oh, 9-2 for Spinks. 9-1 for ZywOo. 9-3 for Apex.
By the way, you know, we haven't seen Mezzy yet. Mezzy's been on a mad one.
He's just anchoring that top side flames. He's over towards Fran. He's just chilling out. Everybody else is taking care of business right now. And for FaZe, another round, the bomb doesn't go down. Well, it has to be a partial.
Partial to more of this. AK to the head of Rain. Familiar tale. As Flamesy is getting pressured. Carrigan drops down. Tech9 though not the weapon for the job, and Flames is so comfortable. It's his turn in the spotlight. Locks down ramp against the partial buy. Brody next victim. Takes down 4. And Mezzy will get a constellation frag onto the top site, but Vitality's individuals are firing, and FaZe, it feels futile.
This is the Vitality highlight reel on display. Second timeout called, and understandably so. This one is going one way and one way fast. Highest flyer at the moment is Rops with 5 kills, but they are just getting obliterated. Absolutely bamboozled. And this team...
Oh, this takes your confidence away if you had any.
You go back to Chengdu, they won the title there.
Sure, China.
You go back to CAC, they won the title there. Shanghai, it's a completely different FaZe. It's not the FaZe that are in 7 finals in a row from the late stages of 2023 into 2024. It's not the same FaZe that knocked Vitality out of the Copenhagen Major. It's a FaZe that's been floundering, and right now that's on full display on our screens. Now, I did say T-side nuke, 4 would be okay, but that means it has to start, and now. You have 1 kill on Frozen, 2 on Brokey, Rain, and Carrigan. And as discussed just moments ago, Rob's at the tippy top with 5.
ZywOo. Frozen's been trying this silo start. Previously has met his demise at the hands of Apex, and go a bit slower this time. It's Rain buffing up his chest, spamming smokes, and Robs gets proactive. It's good timing, and he's removed Spinks, so a valuable asset removed.
You get that from your lurk, right? Robs is the player who you always think is going to activate as that last late piece. We're here taking the initial duel while FaZe were taking contact Yard. So that's given them an incision, but but now they need to be able to find the finish.
Really nice from Robs.
Very risky, could have been shut down, but putting that expectation. Now they're setting up for a top play. The AKs starting to investigate ramp. FaZe and ZywOo, they could just ruin the day.
Look at this. This is Vitality ready for war. Rain is too, though.
I'm going to expect ZywOo because that's the ramp defender down.
Hoping to be overlooked, trying to catch that timing. Rain does spot him out, and so now the jig is up. MOUZ readies himself. Knows his site is going to be the target. FaZe smoked off, the spam is clear. MOUZ, here you go. What you got? Only the one. Important rebuttal from Brokey. Spam on the smoke, but bomb on his back. Will have to try and close it down. Heaven for ZywOo. Nade awaits him. Jumped down to 40 HP as the body shots connect as well. Rain removes it. Apex thrust into a clutch he doesn't feel confident in. And FaZe may very well, off the back of that Rob start, have finally posted their first.
You shouldn't be too frustrated with that one if you're Vitality. You can reset the status quo coming up into the next. Maybe, just maybe, be more ready for a proactive maneuver in the lobby. But Rops, the entry fragger in that one.
I mean, Rain just doubled his kills and simultaneously saved the round. You saw how many ways that could have gone wrong. So many moments where no one's looking at that ramp push. And his awareness that there could have been a second as well. He switched on today.
And they even missed utility as part of that top play. I think I heard the Molotov that was thrown out explode mid-air. Obviously, action was elsewhere.
Yeah.
But it's the little details that are going to make the difference. So first round, first of what I'm sure FaZe are hoping is many, but Vitality, this has been quite the showing so far. Everybody is in the server, present. We read out the kills previously. Well, now Messi's up to 7, Flames is up to 8. Everybody is firing right now for Vitality. The same needs to be said for FaZe if we want a competitive series. We were treated with G2 versus Heroic.
Ooh, is this ZywOo on the AWP? Gonna start it off towards ramp. Secret perhaps after the first shot. Yard smokes down, Apex. Try to spot over them, spam away. No early connections, and Flames are very forward off angle. Or is ramp hold in this round? Rain goes looking, Apex happy to take the fight, but this time it's Rain again. In unison with Robs onto Flames, ZywOo's AWP misses his first.
Under pressure.
Eyes up Heaven, sound you heard. Trying to drop, no, didn't nail it.
You can see the lobby hold right now from FaZe. They're ready for the aggress. They know this has to be the only option. Right now, Vitality are pinched.
Not ready for it. He'll have to hit the shot though, frozen ready. ZywOo, eye on the scope. Well aware they've lost control of Heaven, so they really are in a tight box here. Robs this time more patient. Let's Carrigan play. Who moves first? Robs. Oh, and he messed him! Damn, that's quick from Robin Cool.
Stunning couple of shots there. Another good impactful round from Robs. He's going to be necessary if they want to start bringing this back. And you've got to question ZywOo's scoping, close squeaky. Likely heard from the player on the rafter in lobby, so that's why Robs is able to swing into that so premeditated. Beautiful shot from him still.
Yeah, still need that crosshair placement to be bang on. As it was, Brokey walks past that idle AWP.
T-side and nuke, it's definitely not a necessity whatsoever. The AK will allow you to be a lot more mobile. Not going to have to build the round around the AWP either, but the CT side something that I'm sure he's going to want. So Speaks staying alive, holds onto an M4. It's FaZe, they've made it 2. Best they could muster is 4 consecutive going into the halftime break, and have been able to force out some respect from Vitality. Tactical pause. We've had 3 within this first half, 2 from FaZe, 1 from Vitality, and there's still plenty of cash in the coffers. Need to take stock. Look at the residual going into the final round for the next if they can't win this one. Spinks with 4.8 after the full buy. Then you're looking at Apex and FaZe, also around that 4K mark. Loss bonus will be 400 going into the final round. Should see them with buys regardless. It's just if you get off to such a flyer of a start, you're not taking too many dents. The rounds aren't coming down to clutches. You're going to build that bank. So FaZe are having to do this the hard way.
Certainly can't just be Rain though. Yes, a master of his craft in this map, specifically on that yard position. He has been seen as the most consistent presence within FaZe, not only just in the jersey, but as a presence in the server.
It's the duo right now, Robs and Rain, both finding those contributions.
Okay, information gathered by Robs safely against that AWP starting ramp.
You can tell this is a completely different flavor. They've started flamesy towards the back of Warehouse towards Red Pole. That's going to be a Lockers smoke thrown out from Carrigan, so that block main, block Lockers, and that's going to allow Rain to turn yard into a bit of an aim map. Will not have the AWP to contend with. Block of the squeaky, and they want a dual yard. Coming out hard, just dry.
Going straight in and taking a heads up duel. You did need that one. Spinks will punish. A messy spray out of Carrigan. Rain's gone. It will have to be at this 3v4. A retake demanded of Vitality. Iwa's got 2 flashes. Is he likely going to be set up for this? Still concerned about a potential late heaven, or rather hell arrival. Oh, that's a very well-timed Molotov. The restraint on that. Just as they were starting to line up the util, do they have to call this off, or is it really going down to the wire? Here we go. Flashes in. Brokey, what can you deliver? Needs more than one. Gets it with Frozen's help. And now ZywOo and Apex, they have to think twice about this one. They'll give it all away. ZywOo trying to get out of dodge. He's being hunted. They want to take it away, and they will. Frozen puts down the AWP. 3 consecutive. Can they get that 4th?
Now, if you went to the FaZe restaurant and you ordered the special menu, that's exactly it. Your aggressive riflers of Carrigan and Rain helping create the space. Sure, Carrigan should have had that kill, but he entered in and was traded upon. Rain went down in yard for free, but gave them the information. Then you have your, what is meant to be star trio of Brokey, Robs, and Frozen to close down the round. And they did exactly that. This round of play, first half. This one's got flavor and pace.
Oh, it certainly has. Carrigan goes flying straight into the loving embraces of Vitality, but here we go! It's Robs' moment! Breaks through, connects onto the double, and immediately the A-site lost. A familiar feeling now for Vitality.
Same 3.
Will it be the same result? They've used their molly earlier. This time a connection through the smoke spam of Apex. A CT smoke thrown out towards the squeaky door. Will only have to focus on that CT vent.
Another replenishment over towards main.
Yeah, Frozen's blocked him. Eyes on that heaven approach. 2 players going in this way. ZywOo does have the flashbang.
The incendiaries could be key. He's going to eliminate a few key positions.
Oh yeah, that's licked the flame up. Robs onto just 26 points of health. Frozen is going to have to hit this headshot. A hard fight from the vent. But Robs and Brokey providing support, but it's ZywOo left. Robs delivers a massive round out of Robs. Multi-kill, top of the scoreboard. He's proactive, he's opening, he's closing. Robs has kept FaZe in it. After an 8-0 start, FaZe trying to make believers out of us on their map pick.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? This is their environment. This is where they do their best work, in the arenas, the big games. It's an extremely experienced roster. And Robs is the one who delivered them 3 opening kills within that half. Now, whether or not they're all converted on, we'll have to go back and double check. But the fact that he's been proactive in those duels, that's a great sign heading into this second half of play. 4 on the trot, you win the pistol, you win versus the Force or the Eco. Let's say you get the 3-0, okay. Well, damn, we're a 1-round game at that point.
Carrigan in the interview references MR12 and how quickly those, you know, those 8-4 halves can slip away, just as Chad has highlighted. Oh, pretty second as well on Temezi. Just a bit late on the punish. They have enough to work with. Chad has talked about it, but this T-side pistol from Vitality, it's got a smoke and a flash on Apex. There's a plan. Trying to set it in motion.
P250 to ZywOo will probably be similar scenes, right? You want that P250 towards yard to search. Dual Berettas, one for Brokey, one for Frozen. Carrigan with a flashbang in December. All 5 starting yard. So they'll either have contact from Rain in main or Carrigan from heaven. Whether Carrigan actually sticks and tries to deliver the fights, that will be against ZywOo's P250.
Rain tucked in on the vent, will let the yard space be taken. Carrigan does confirm multiple bodies out towards yard. And they're quick about this. They're ready for this fight. Long range Glock hits the head of Carrigan, forced away.
Gilbert is clearing lobby. Rain looking for info. Whether they've been put into a bit of a box to fight out of this phase.
Rob's accounting for the pivot B. Silence on the map, about to be broken. It's Apex that spotted out. Blocks on main. Carrigan needs to hit these, because otherwise Messi will. Long-range Glock headshot, 3 in the feed for Vitality, and it falls away from FaZe. Out of reach.
Can't hold on to the Kevlar. And Frozen get away. Still have some upgrades if you do opt to force behind this into the next. And Frozen's actually going to go looking, so Dual Beretta is in hand. Rops is also searching.
No kid, this seems like a fool's venture, but Rob's finds a headshot and ooh, Frozen. Had he cleanly found and dispatched of Spinks, there could have been a conversation for that late 2v4, but Rob's now tasked with just maintaining his Kev and backs away as Vitality start their T side as they mean to go on.
Be careful they don't feed him a couple more kills here. If he gets 2 more, that's an M4 into the next round of play. Spots one towards Warehouse, Goosed immediately, does get the kill, but the bomb's going to start to be a bit of an issue. Get right off, and oh, Spinks got the job done. Rops will not be able to retain that Kevlar. Otherwise, you could have seen a bit of a FAMAS investment behind it for that. But I think now, likely to see a FaZe eco. Brokey's invested into just a flash. Rops treating himself to a 5-7. Quite an easy round for Vitality to find themselves notching double digits. Double digits is something that they're not too familiar with receiving the other end. One of their maps went overtime, 16-13 victory, and the next closest was a 13-11. Everything else has just been drubbings. 13 threes, 13 fives.
And you know, we've highlighted how little they've actually had to play, given
4 days out of a month.
Yeah, suffering from
that's
success.
RMR and Elimination Stage.
Just gliding into these playoffs.
And people will question the opponents, but they're taking care of business. Those games are not close.
Yeah.
They're not concerned, right? This is the way it works. If you're one of the absolute best Counter-Strike teams in the world, of course you're going to be versing lower seeded teams.
And then you have to strike this difficult balance as well, where you don't want to underplay, you know, you don't want to be cold coming into what's been a hiatus from gameplay and officials.
And that's what was most impressive with that 8-round stretch, just how sharp everybody was. Everybody was delivering. Sure, FaZe gave us something to believe in at the tail end of that half, but right now, they could snuff that flame. It could be immediately turned off, and then we move to map number 2, the territory of Vitality, and they might be able to wrap this one up nice and quick.
Checking in on the eco, they actually took ramp control. B site was open.
Yeah, I'm glad that they've... There's the lobby push.
Hang on.
It should still be fine.
It's just the pacing on this now. Ooh, good clean conversion onto Rain. Wasn't anticipating Zai just stucky red container, and Spinks, he's managed to catch Frozen off guard as well. Should have this one. A bit of a messy spray, punished by Carrigan. Galil as he gets another. Now the USP comes hunting. Barges open the single door. Bomb planted, sure. Scary diffuse sound heard. Zaiwu doesn't bite, doesn't budge. Door swings open, Carrigan deleted. Clean conversions with these SMGs. And Robs, he likes to feel that AK in his hands a little too much, despite it being very convincing from Carrigan.
That was almost a moment of madness there, wasn't it? You were bang on about the timing. I think Vitality just got no information, so they couldn't piece the puzzle together of where the stack was. You don't find anybody from FaZe, you don't get a lick of information, you didn't send any real probe, and then things got a little bit out of control.
Yeah, when I saw them like knife out back to lobby, and then there was something was said.
Terrorists win.
And they do hit the unstacked bomb site, albeit the penny drops as they start charging into lobby with USPs. And Apex probably shouting at his boys to get that bomb down.
And Apex would have been a key name to talk about there if that round did fall apart. I think he would have been extremely frustrated with the outcome, with all things considered. But this is the FaZe rifle round. Rops with the AK carried through, upgrades for everybody else. Ball for Frozen, he's going to be playing over towards that top site alongside of Carrigan. Rops is the ramp. Rain, Yard, and Brokey the rotator.
Incendiary there.
Rain started down to B immediately, so straight in with the secret drop. Frozen tasked with getting that early information from main. Quite a heavy lobby lean at the moment from Vitality as their Mansling up silo. immediate pressure or presence towards Yard. They're going to do this on a second tempo.
Apex is lining up a smoke from here. Double smoke
There's
from
a good flash you can do into
sets
main.
them up.
A very good flash.
Drops in. Look at him, fully blind. Oh, what a beautiful piece. Set up for success is Flames. Now Rob's under scrutiny, but that AK has found the head of ZywOo. Now support has arrived. The cavalry. Brokey canters over to provide support, but now he's got to be worried about this lock if the windows was broken. He wasn't ready. Flames sneaks and slinks into the back line. Cut down now. Carrigan hearing a lot of footsteps. Is he going to be overlooked? He certainly is for one. Can't finish Spinks. And then oh, maybe it could come down to the 1v1. Rob's just done so much, and he delivers. Continues to deliver. 17-9. Not a single member of FaZe Clan has passed 6 as Rops is closing in on 20.
Yeah, another impactful round there for Rops. He's really come to play today. He is putting on a bit of a show. His impact again. Now this flash was perfect. The yard control, they got this first one great. The second was going down simultaneously. So Rob's dealing with Flames. Nice little one tap there. Then trying to rotate in time. Trades going down. 1v1 situation. And his counterpart on the other side. Spinks couldn't get the job done. They've humbled Vitality early. That damage done with just those USPs already. Reaping rewards for FaZe. Vitality have a scout for ZywOo, not Apex. That's a little bit strange.
Yeah,
I know that seems silly, but the in-game leaders, they love to run with these scouts, especially Mr. Dan Mattisclair.
Now the question is like Robs has kept the seat warm. He's kept this game alive.
Yeah, for somebody else to step in and join him.
Rain's got a lot of work to do on this yard position. Brokey will be his scout. Speaking of, weapon equipped by ZywOo, going to take this fight with Brokey in this off angle. They isolate him, spot him out, and Rain restrained. Bides his time. ZywOo's trained on him! Oh, that's a problem! That is a problem for FaZe. Rain empty-handed up against this half buy.
Seen them lose to just Glocks before. That was against Furia.
Tried to catch that timing.
You've just done the hard work. You've just done the hard work with that last rifle round. You need to be converting this one. Sure, Rain down, but hold on tight, FaZe. You still have some advantages in your favor. Sure, not the numbers, but the weapons. Time on the clock. A fake smoke. Playing through is Rops. Nobody home towards lobby.
Oh, Carrigan. Aware of the potential here. The main focus.
Feels like he's gonna get caught.
Certainly does. Oh, just as he turns his back. Just as he turns his back. He's blind. He's dead. Mezzi brings him down, and Vitality are making this one a reality. Spinks not looking. ZywOo's scout doesn't hit the shot. That's unfortunate. For Robs, there's another multi-kill required of him. He's doing everything for FaZe Clan. Throws it up the ladder. Good with the SMG. Flames forced away. Robs needs to activate more. It's Flames that puts him on the floor. Now up to Brokey. What can he deliver? Enough is what he does. A double kill from Brokey. Sweat off the brow. A terrifying round for FaZe Clan and their fans.
FaZe fans right now better be thanking the lucky stars that Robs is showing up in this fine form today. Bows them out again. Another big round from him. And they just, again, by their fingertips, are holding on to keeping this as a competitive match. 2 rounds now posted in this second half. Neither pistol to their name, and they stop Vitality from going on another slew. So lots of damage done. Vitality buy back in. Brokey with the AWP.
Door open from the HE. Pros intending to it. Carrigan smokes off the squeak.
Feels like they're ready for a top play with Rain starting Heaven and Brokey Yard with the AWP. So Rain will be able to assist if it is an A finish shortly. Still 1:25 left on the clock as Spinks is looking for a fight on a jiggling player backside. More block utility being dropped.
Late smoke wall. Just Mezzi's trying to sell it. Yeah, this util, this util. Force Carrigan off for the fight.
Is it a double pump? Right, they could throw out the first set and then follow through with the second. Backside and top hut to be lined up.
This is geeky. Living in the lab, and 2 of them are on the hut. Flames charges through, double kill. Forced into the fight with Flames by the Molotov, and it's a triple. Finally, Rob puts him down, extinguished, but the damage is done. The round is won, unless Rain can do the impossible. Apex down as well. He's on for something. MOUZ denies. What a way to manufacture a round from Vitality. That felt beautiful. Just to watch.
In terms of those opening kills, it could not be easier for Flames there. Two players dropping off of the hut straight to his crosshair. Thank you very much. Lining up for him. And then he's palming into the side, finds Brokey back at the side, flashed up. And Flamesy wreck House and wreck FaZe calling their final tactical timeout. And this really hasn't felt like a close game. FaZe have had opportunities where they started to excite us, but really, Vitality have been in full control, looking for another map under their belt in Shanghai, where it's just been clean. They are going to force. This is essentially for the game. That loss bonus coming into their bank balance in the previous was only 1,400. They lose this, they only get 1,900. You're going to see two of the same buys essentially back-to-back. FaZe, you need another miracle round, and Rops, he's had a whole lot of impact. And now it's an opportunity for somebody else to try and contribute, but it's been quiet. Couple of moments from Rain. Frozen's had some key kills. Same to be said for Brokey, but realistically, FaZe on their map choice.
Losing their grip. MP9's anticipated, deleted. Good trade back. Robs puts him on his ass. Finds himself a nice upgrade as well. They have gone yard, but now pivoting back. It seems a second guessing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can see there Apex really put the leash on.
Wait, look at this angle. Look at this. I don't know if you're ready for this. You're not, but you missed your shot. Rain needs it. Rain needs it. Can't convert. That was a golden opportunity. Another rifle. A man advantage.
And a pesky position on the roof with an AK-47. It would be very difficult to deal with. It feels like you might even have to ice him out, try and leave him, and hope that you can rotate and he doesn't chase or find a timing.
Damn, Apex had so much nades on him as well. Like that was the kill. He survives and he swings. He swings into that 5-7. He has the confidence, the conviction, and now potency fades.
Yeah, two players from FaZe have dropped down towards the lower side. They bit real hard on that smoke wall towards yard. But Frozen and Brokey, they are in the wrong place. Flames just walking into the A site, very diligent on the clears between the two of them.
I feel like I have to credit Apex, whether or not it's him that has that leash, I presume. But the Counter-Strike and this T-side structuring, it feels beautiful, it feels considered, it feels like a team that haven't lost a single map so far at the Major.
And this is going to have to be a save.
These two captains, you know, elder statesmen in Counter-Strike terms, playing for the better part of 20 years for both of these captains.
And one a Saucer, one a 1.6er. A little bit of flavor from either, but both successful in CSGO and, well, CS2.
Yeah, and now both saddled up with some of those new gen talents.
Two of the powerhouses of the international rosters, but one of these is firing on all cylinders as the other said they have another gear once it gets to the playoffs. Well, right now, stuck in third. Might be going out in 8th.
Terrorists win.
Mirage up next, and with the desk, likely to break this one down in probably a round's time. You could get excited about a FaZe Mirage if some of your names were hitting a little bit harder. You know you can turn that map into a brawl. It's not as tactical as a nuke, but again, there's only one bright spot for FaZe. Whereas for Vitality, name me a player that hasn't had a moment in the sun.
I'll remain silent.
Go again. MP9's the saved AK and the scout in Rain's hands. He's been having a tough time.
Oh, he's down.
That was Ramps, man.
Opening.
That
yeah,
was
just
Ramps,
through
man.
the smoke, spins down. It's a big scout posted, and now a scout tag. The jump is his demise. Into the crosshairs of Apex. Brokey trying to tend to this secret drop quick. He has a smoke, could play that little pixel angle and block. Has elected not to. Blocks nonetheless. Will they respect it? One can only assume.
A rush for Vitality. Can allow this one to subside. Got so much utility for the finish, even looking for the boost pre-fade.
So close. He's confirmed it. There is contact imminent. Dismount the boost, flash and go. Brokey concedes space towards that low site. Audible steps. Got two to deal with. Brokey, can he? Oh, nearly find two. Puts MOUZ on notice. Still a 3v3 with two players low. And ZywOo, I can't believe they're considering it. Going down the vent is this, once you've lost this space? Frozen's trying to catch a timing, and a crazy one at that. Waits for the sound
25.
cue. Steps are made. Nezzy wants to go up the vent, and Frozen's got that on lock. Oh my god! They're not ready for him! Flies down the ladder! Apex reveals himself!
Now get the bomb down. Both players went down ramp. There's plenty of time for them to get this and set up the post plant.
Kit on Robs as well. Karrigan's recovered an AK-47. They have got the weapons for this retake.
Karrigan's gone the long way around. He's going to come up secret. Robs through heaven.
Robs already takes the fight, and Apex bests him!
That's the kid in heaven. Karrigan has to get a move on.
What an incredible round Apex has had here. Saves his team from red faces, and Karrigan, you can see, almost accepts defeat at this point. The only route to win this round is through heaven, and to do it silently leaves you with no time at all. It's unwinnable. It is unwinnable. It is unbelievable from Vitality. FaZe's pick. And just 6 rounds to boast. The counter-strike is beautiful.
That's some confidence CS coming out of Vitality, firing on all cylinders to kick this one off. An 8-round spree. They convert this map, and in the major campaign so far, that is the 3rd map win against FaZe Clan. And guess
It fits in a way, you know, when you have an in-game leader like Karrigan, that's not the main thing that the team needs. It's how do you get Brokey to kind of play well? Like, how do you get him in the zone, and Robs and everyone else? And that's what they need now.
We're about to find out if he can deliver on that promise. We're going to have it. It's FaZe versus Vitality on Mirage.
Is this one a done deal then? Vitality's turf undefeated. And that continues into the first map of this quarterfinal, a head-to-head. Robs certainly present, desk discussed. Technical pistol to start us off, Chad.
yeah, just Apex there feigning on mid control, but removed by Robs. They're into Rain right now. This is an A execute.
Yeah, cost him his life, the fake, but Rain hitting a shot big. Ooh, one back. Spinks has put him on notice. It's the goosh. Karrigan has a whole lot of util as well for this. Despite the bomb going down, retake is on. Man advantage. Smoke, flash, grenade. It's all about that flashbang. They start to flood in. Rain saying, trade me, boys. Starts to take first contact. And oof, but Mezzy puts him down, puts him in the dirt. ZywOo kept to 1. Important frag back from Brokey, and with Frozen helping out, but still not locked in. Flames and Spinks, the duo. That smoke might get them scared. Karrigan does hit the first. And he's just going to have to stick it. He's just going to have to stick it. A 10-second defuse on the stage in Shanghai. He's got more bullets. Spam it away. One single headshot, all he needs. Slice it and dice it. Denying the chance for a FaZe Clan pistol.
That one came down to the wire, didn't it? Spinks, another impactful moment for him, making sure Vitality keep it clean in the pistol department. 3-0 in that category. This is how it started, but it was that smoke that Apex dropped towards Connector. There was part and parcel of the space that Vitality were able to take. Spinks and Flames used that cover from jungle as well to push on in and allow them to post up to deny that defuse. FaZe really could have used that one. Karrigan towards the B site on his lonesome. The rest of his players posturing around middle and A for the time being. There's been Deagles upgraded, 2 of which, 1 for Robs, 1 for Frozen. He's got the knife in hand. He's hoping for a Hail Mary, but Flamesy, head on a swivel, will remove his. And they're in towards the B bomb site with what should be not too many problems.
Yeah, just trying to entertain. Here's Karrigan. And farming is Flames. $600 a pop. 3 FaZe heads popped. Quad kill so far. He could be on for an ace here with the Glock trying to track us, Rain, Scarpers. I'm sure Vitality have let him off the leash here, so go get him.
Yeah, well, he almost got one on Nuke, and that one got taken away by Mezzy. Flamesy.
It's got to be his. An ace for Flames in the playoff stage. And will we see FaZe buck that trend, Chad? Coming into this second map, after Nuke, where they were tactically, mechanically, and mentally outclassed.
I like what the desk addressed. Obviously, the future of FaZe is uncertain, but what is certain is they're in the server in a quarterfinal right now in Shanghai.
Right.
This team, traditionally, well, actually, traditionally not the best way. In recent times, we tune into a series, they lose their map pick. Oh, they go into their opponents. Yeah, they expected that. They're prepped for it. They're ready to go. If they're ready to go, it's right here, right now. It's not a default from Vitality. It's going to be direct towards A. The bonus round with 2 MAC-10s, a couple of Galils, and just, well, 1 man tending to the site, and that is going to be Rain. not even from a strong position whatsoever. They might just have to play retake on A as he sees the util start to rain in, the rotation on its way. He's going to play ahead for a fight.
Has got his M4 ready. Knight finds a nice elevated angle, secured by the smoke, and edge the Molotov, chooses not to. Layers to this exec. CT smoke last to arrive, but they're through. Bodies swarming the site now. FaZe Clan hoping to find something on their smoke spams. Layering of utility. Now it fades. Rain punishes. Spinks on the retreat. Opportunity here for Flames to do some damage, and damage denied. Rops, good headshot. Karrigan as well chips in. Galil only one. And just MOUZ with low HP, cut down, forced wide. FaZe do put themselves on the defensive board early.
There was no kit in that situation, so Vitality, it took a little bit long to get the bomb down. Smokes had faded and getting caught in transition, so that was the drama for Vitality in that very round. So well handled from FaZe, and this time it's not an 8-0 start. It's just 2-0 into 2-1. Keep 3 alive, that's nice. If you found yourself in a 1v1, 1v2, not too many bodies alive, that would have been a real problem with the follow-up investment, because Vitality, that's a bonus. Now, you get to bring ZywOo's AWP into play very, very early in the piece. The same can't be said for FaZe and Brokey. This time, there are defuse kits that can be invested in, so it won't be so many issues if the bomb goes down. But will it be another direct approach? Looks like heavy through middle with 4. They're going to fight.
No smoke. They just want to take the headshots, take the jewels. They welcome FaZe into the engagement. Brokey forced to throw out the smoke as the flames spread. Warning shot fired, and Spinks will punish Rain. Onto Spinks, nade in response, puts him low.
This is the Spinks you want to see. A Spinks who's happy to take fights, who's going to play ahead on these extremities. And as part of the lurk, this is not a lurk whatsoever. This is active space taking, and he's under 1. That information will be relayed, and he's going to continue to take space.
Oh, Brokey completely unprepared for that. Just catches the perfect timing. The sound of Robson still stands his ground, removes Spinks, but the damage is done.
That is exactly what you need from your lurk, and Robs can't get anything more. It's just going to leave Karrigan, who had a really rough time on map number 1 individually, just not hitting anything, not even the broadside of a barn. And he's going to be found by Apex here, low on HP. Switching between the nades, has been spotted and removed. Apex, no dramas whatsoever.
Low HP, you get the information, and you still don't hit the headshot. That's another one. That's another brick of your confidence shattered, removed. Starting to look wobbly.
Really, really have to credit Spinks there. There was a while earlier on in the year that he was getting a lot of criticism for his lurks. It seemed very, very baity. His contributions were late. They never really felt like they were in sync, but now his team goes mid, they get an opening, and he pivots and takes some room. So really appreciate Spinks there.
Yeah, horrible jump scare for Brokey as well. He always knew it was a possibility, but he's kind of in transition, starts moving.
When you have Rob stop a stairs, you don't think someone snuck out to sandwich, right? Tetris maybe, but Brokey shouldn't have been susceptible to that. It's going to just have to be a light investment. Funds not there. And a moment where we thought, okay, this is FaZe getting started, not to be... I brought this up. One of the keys to FaZe success previously is having players who can pop off, who can not only bring you stunning multis, but unbelievable clutch rounds. And that's almost the blueprint for all of the top international teams now. You look at Vitality, they have that recipe for success. They have ZywOo, one of the absolute best players in the world, in contention for #1 this year, alongside the likes of Donk and MONOZZ. Well, then that takes us to G2. And that's the similar recipe for success for them. Might be getting Vitality versus G2 tomorrow if we continue in this fashion, but they're walking into the stack.
Still, the stack enough to hit some headshots instantly, and Frozen has done so. The jig is up, the shot is hit. ZywOo does get that late
trade.
So
much info. They know that there's at least 3 players on B.
Yeah, Karrigan's going to try and push through the flames, and a missed shot from the Orc is going to force into the fight. Needed the headshot. MOUZ comfortably collects. USP spamming smokes. It's hopeless for the two of them. Job done. Disaster averted. And a 4th for the Vitality T side.
Let's have to mop this one up now, and if we reflect on you, FaZe had the T side start. Now they were struggling to find opening kills, but that's T side, right? So yeah, you're going to trade your teammate where's you taking that room. Vitality, so far, they're not looking too shabby in that category. They've only given up 2 opening deaths, and one of those came on the pistol round, and they still were able to convert. These can continue for Vitality. They are gunning for that semi-final, and well, they were able to keep that average. Touched on the fact that throughout the RMR and the elimination stage, they have a clean sheet. They've dropped an average of just less than 7 rounds per map. And with the 13-6 on Nuke, they've been able to keep that average now over 9. So let's see if they can make that even better.
Can't even keep it.
Nah, nothing for Rops, nothing at all. All right, well, another gun round opportunity for FaZe. An AUG for Carrigan, that's how you know his confidence is low. When in doubt, bring out the AUG, right? Yeah. Trying to level up the playing field against those AK-47s. Brokey into his AWP. Desk wanting him to stand up and deliver. Right, let's see him make some of those crazy moves, get in the game. You saw him with that letter to himself. Well, now would be a time to read that.
Rain's got his work cut out for him this round.
And focus fire towards ramp because Brokey has jumped up for that Palace fight. We'll get the late string of Apex coming through late by the looks of things. Bomb through a ramp alongside of ZywOo. Point man Flames.
Doing it dry. Crouch peek in. Ready, track it, ready. Does hit just a shy bullet. Wants to extinguish it if they continued. Does so. Oh, he adjusts! Like his old self for the first. Removes Apex. Palace a threat. Rain confirms commitment. Spots out the bomb as well. Rops chips in. Spinks, this lurk now does need to activate and it's frozen. They may overlook this position. Spinks peeks in. Spinks delivers. Removes Frozen. 3v5, now 3v4. ZywOo with 40 seconds to work his magic. Mezzi to escort. Start in. And losing his head to Rain. Stalwart defense from FaZe. Rops and Rain lock it down, put up a fight.
There's Brokey with an opening kill on the AWP. That was an awkward position to be in. He had to thrust himself forward into apartments because Rain was pushed off of the active line that he was jiggling info for on ramp. So in that time, you're worried, has a player been able to sneak up close range? But fortunately for him, Apex was extremely late to that. There is FaZe with their second. Probably one of their more convincing rounds. You think about how they had to scrap for rounds, how Rops had to step up. It was Rops Clan. Map number 1, it needs to be a team effort. They want to try and draw this out to the third.
There does have to be resistance in the AWPing department. Brokey has already started well.
They missed their incendiary for the mid box.
But they are going to be concerned about it. Smoked out. Fighting for this. They certainly are. Now Flames gets moving. Still by the smoke is Robs. Flames could be caught out with a nade in his hands. Robs reveals himself now. It's a big fight for Robs. ZywOo cuts him down. Job done though, a 1-for-1. FaZe losing mid control here. Brokey misses a small chance. Gap of the smoke has to be addressing Palace, which he's spotted now. Spots the hip of one. Spinks noted. No scope. Oh, quick scope straight to Apex. He's under so much scrutiny from so many different angles, but Brokey remains a 3 versus 3. Mezzi advancing closer to this bomb site now. The whole team joining him. Working for CT control. ZywOo has the bomb. He will be tasked with the plant. Carrigan reveals his location, swings it to ZywOo, and delivers with the AWP. Confidence boon for Carrigan as FaZe make this a 1-round game.
All right, a bit of a fist pump there from Brokey. Important round because now you know that the finances are in question for Vitality. Finding impact as well, was quite labored over towards middle. This is a bit of a pitter-patter to it with some of these fights. We see them start to initiate, then they stall out, then more space taken, garnered, and it's going to come down to moments like those multi-kills from Carrigan to decide rounds in the final throws. Now Vitality, I'm just going to, oh, hold up, I was going to say partially invest, but they brought in a hero AK in the hands of Spinks. I don't hate this whatsoever. He's been finding good impact. How do they try and set him up for this? And how the U2 avoid the flak damage, try and level the playing field as the clear of the smoke top mid has been a consistent feature. Second time round, Brokey not posted on the line. So doubting, and understandably so, because you knew this was going to be a lighter buy. Your expectation immediately is going to be potentially Tech9's execute into a site. Poppy, waterfall out Palace, hit over towards B, exploit that of Carrigan. That's not the case. They're just crawling through the mid-round after the initial block utility of FaZe.
And you preserved that secondary orb, so you can't help but feel it could be exploited by something Poppy, but it's Deagle searching for an overextension from your riflers. Robs, prime candidate to fall foul to this Spinks boost. Boosted up. Rob's right millimeters away from spotting out Spinks and putting his head right at his crosshairs.
See the acknowledgement though, knowing he doesn't have to go deep for this. He just needs to make sure they're not in window. Oh, okay.
He overextends. It's
Yep.
Apex.
That's the vent.
Breaks through, breaks the skull of Robin Cool. Has to be the four of them now. Vitality, they make this round feel like an eternity.
And look at the radar. They should be able to get their hands on this second rifle.
Pressure applied. Brokey reveals himself, rifle recovered.
This is action on Rain. He needs to come up massive here. We need a multi.
Tucked in, Tetris. Brokey, crossfire established. Flames running at him. Distraction's great. Oh, pull of the trigger from Brokey. Rain lines up too, and they put them to bed. Tucked in tight. Vitality, they make it threatening. And he makes it exciting with another. Removes Brokey with a clean headshot on the dig.
Some nice shooting from Apex. Sure, only up to 5 kills, but we're still very early on, and still another team effort game looking like for Vitality. 6, 5, 5, 5, and 7 for Spinks down the bottom, and tactical timeout called. Xtaz, an opportunity for him to contribute as part of the conversation. Just as I was discussing the restraint of Robs, where Apex has found a way, but this crossfire, you can see that angles 180 degrees that Vitality are having to deal with, and Brokey shooting first baits all the attention. Rain gets to activate, gets a 2-for-1 special, and did deliver within that multi-kill capacity. What's the change-up going to be?
Necessary shots here there from Brokey.
And positive that this didn't look as shaky as what happened with the Scout upgrade round that we saw on Nuke.
Yes.
It is a really good sign for FaZe that they were able to keep that one pretty level-headed even after the death of Robs. And that is another key, that it so far hasn't just been Robs. Brokey is here to play as well. 3 players starting over towards A for FaZe Clan. Put all the pressure on Carrigan solo B. That double AWP setup is not being carried through for another round of play. Searching A ramp early. Does Vitality take the mid control for free?
How far did Robson Rain push this? As he is there to receive just a bullet between the eyes.
It's a connector player, but can you try and take the space? Still very risky. So many smokes to deal with. You'd be walking through. You could offer up another kill.
Not a perfect break. Apex not exposed. Smokes out, applies the con. Pressure. All of Vitality occupying middle. Brokey concerned about those extremities. Concedes mid.
Have to worry about the flank. Did Robs fall back or did he continue? That's the big question. He's actually parked himself up in Palace. So Vitality with 55 seconds left on the clock, the timeout, the round has completely changed now. You weren't expecting that ramp progression now. You have to mid-round now. You have to find a new solution. Very light on util at this point. Just a molly and a flash. So smoke being used to shroud them up connector. It's going to be one player through A ramp. That's Apex.
Rain ready to receive. 30 seconds for Vitality to find this finish.
Look at this push. This is crazy.
Through the
He was
fade.
just staring at that.
Apex is spotted. Beautiful, proactive maneuver from Rain. Puts them into a 3v5 Vitality. The News Titans as Brokey finds Zywoo fleeing. Another from Brokey. He's back in the server when FaZe needed him most. Round after round. We're seeing his orb in the feed. Flames just getting one for the consolation prize, but it's Carrigan to secure the 5th. A CT side they can be proud of. Another gun round goes FaZe's way.
And 4 consecutive where the bomb has not gone down in the favor of Vitality. Sure, the loss bonus has been building, but you'd love that extra $600. Unable to get that to their name, so stunted, and this is the first time that's kind of felt Vitality lacking that polish for the finish. You had Apex, he was standing behind that smoke, looking exactly at the oscillation of it. As it starts to fade, Rain plays forward, Apex pivots away. He's going to be kicking himself.
Thought about it. Now, something to think about for them. Apex and Flames gone immediately. Escorted off of the premises of round 10. And this round just disintegrates for Vitality. They're supposed to go searching, but all they find is trouble. Every single frag clean. Team effort, as you highlighted, double digits for Brokey and Robs, and a 6 for FaZe Quick.
Yeah, just needed a hill start to get them into this gear. Looked like the Major was going to be rolling away from them, but now they finally found some form.
In true FaZe fashion, you know?
Well, hey.
Just when everyone started to think, okay, yeah, I know there's supposed to be some magic and mysticism surrounding this roster, but not today. Not against this Vitality.
And the doubt's understandable when you've seen them go up against Vitality not long ago, just that RMR, and get 2-0. They had a match against G2, they were absolutely embarrassed.
Yeah, FaZe not seen as the same team that ruined the Copenhagen dream, the dream of a back-to-back for the Vitality organization. First of CS2, they win the last of Go. Denied by FaZe Clan.
Oh, big clear, they know exactly where that AWP is. Great work.
Big start, Apex.
You're really seeing the clears of smoke starting to come in more and more, right? Obviously, this is one of those CS2 changes.
Okay, it's their turn to claw their way back into a game, or rather back into a round, certainly the game. No Robs.
They're going to try and lock down on middle, and as they do, you're going to see Vitality running towards B.
That ladder room lineup. Geek and Rain punishes ahead of the flashbang.
They're taking the B space.
Oh, Simon gets a lot of information and a headshot too. Rain puts down the woo.
3v3, but they
planted.
can set up. They've still got mollies and smokes to deal with. Vitality are in a very good position to win this round.
Not an easy retake, especially this head-to-head. Frozen versus Spinks is everything. Spinks called upon to smoke out the window as he returns. Frozen is advanced and now spotted. Information as to one of them for FaZe. Brokey boosted up short side. That's the win. Frozen takes down Spinks. FaZe, this is late. This is labored, but 1 kill away. Flames looking to deny them with a 1v3. Brokey jumps onto the bomb, spotted out and headshot down. Rain delivers. FaZe Clan 7.
This is more like it. This is more what China expect when FaZe Clan are in the server.
A monstrous fan base in China. Some of the loudest cheers we've heard are for FaZe.
And they're finally living up to that name. An opportunity here to get an 8-4 half in their favor, and that this time is without the pistol. They got 4 rounds, tail end of Nuke, but that really counted for nothing. Looking like their former selves here on Mirage. Going into the final round, first half, second tactical timeout burn. Xtaz wants this 5th. He does not want to give an 8-4 half to FaZe when we swap sides. That is the first round in this spree where FaZe have been able, Vitality have been able to get that bomb down. All right, highlighting an M4 left at spawn. Taking a look at the purchase from FaZe, the double AWP setup has been brought in once again. This is a nice little boon. If they do have to go for a retake, they can get rid of the sniper, bring up something a little bit more agile.
Yeah, 3 AK-47s as well for your riflers. They've got everything they need. Everything they need for that 8-4 half. Sounds a whole lot better than 7-5. 2 timeouts. Vitality want this 5th. Flash from Brokey, setting up for the swing. Break of the smoke, but break of the skull. Flames wins out the duel. Vitality gifted an opening kill. Pressure applied, Rain in sandwich position. Opted for it upon this pincer. 3 different attacks, 3 different fronts. It's gonna be in unison as he pushes out of the smoke. Brokey misses his chance, the back was presented to him, but unable to convert. Now Rain with a bit of discipline, a bit of destruction, just 2. The Spinks and Sai would put him to rest. A 1v3 for Brokey, asking the impossible of the AWPer, and he gets shut down by Spinks. Vitality respond with a 5th. From 4-1, they do find that 5th in the last round. It's something to work with. FaZe have certainly showed a better face as we swap sides.
Well, we've got something to work with now. Again, we just returned to that pistol conversation, and I feel if you want this one to go the distance, you are going to need to convert this FaZe. Sure, you can battle back in, you get a force by going. I'm going to try and make it easy because Anubis is going to be that 3rd and deciding map if we need to get that. Second half to get underway. Purchases are through. Good luck, have fun in the chat. Carrigan with the P250, smoke for Rain. Made that 2 smokes in play, 1 for Brokey as well. 2 windows start, hopping out. Apex with aggression. He's going to search for info immediately.
Okay, Apex, what are you made of? We kind of a clash of the captains to start this pistol off, and it's Carrigan. A P250 in his hands and a bullet between the eyes of Apex. ZywOo tracks him just ahead of that smoke. Just on that corner. And a jump, ooh, risky business here. They are testing flames on B. Throws out a smoke to delay. Chip damage inflicted onto this B site. ZywOo awaits on site. Flames tracking onto Frozen. There's another headshot favoring FaZe. Things are shaping up, but still trying to punch in that code. They know ZywOo was on the site somewhere. How long will this man advantage last? Over on the box. Brokey, it's clean! And it's a FaZe Clan pistol!
Oh, there we go. Is that the breakthrough moment? Is that the aha moment for FaZe? Could have been a real tussle there. Apex, the opening exchange, not working for him. Force buy for Vitality. Smoke. ZywOo obscured. Just 1 man on A, that is going to be Flames. 3 players hedging over towards B early for Vitality, and it wasn't Poppy, it wasn't immediate, so freed up to rotate back is Spinks. So have Apex now the lone B defender. Drops has the bomb in the B apartments as Carrigan is starting to kick up a bit of a fuss.
It's gonna feel like a fake for Apex, right? No steps, no commitment. 1 guy throwing out some util. The rest of them crawl.
There could be a flash over mid, but the fight, they're not in connector right now. So they have blocked. This is just going to mean they have to sit on their haunches for the moment. You don't want to run through a smoke against pistols and MP9s.
No, but ZywOo's trying to work with what little he has over the top of that smoke.
Still posture for the B split. Apex has not been able to force them away.
Smoke just delays this B finish. Smoke is up, bodies are spotted, bodies are tagged. Good tag from that scout. He finds the feet. Rain tries to throw evasive maneuvers, jump across. ZywOo has delivered an opening, but the B site is now open for business. FaZe Clan plant their flag, plant their bomb. Making a strong case for this one to just be lay down arms, accept a 9th round for FaZe and save what you can.
Need for FaZe to hunt. Don't want to give away any of these rifles. Sure, that means you will have to deal with the force buy again, but well, you know there's a scout, so that helps Carrigan inform his next call. What are the options for ZywOo? Where can he try and force fights? What are bad moves for us to look for in the early stages? Clustered up now, Vitality. Will they get another round to be threatening? Not have to just operate with those USPs. Solid approach to give them more opportunities to fight back, but FaZe just 1 round away, 5 kills away from the double digits, and the rifles will come out. But these rounds stay stressful. They don't become hugely easier, right? You know that it's still going to be this lighter investment, what's being carried through. There tends to be more risk taken with these type of buys, more gambles, more pushes. Running up the insta window. No, there's a scout. Want to make sure you're very diligent with your utility right now, and even when they used it in the previous, it didn't give them what they were looking for. Top cat and window as aggression through mid. Nice protocol nade there from Robs. Flashes are good too.
Was looking so sharp on Nuke. Can he continue to hit some headshots up against a what was aggressive start?
Yes, you can see just how worried they were about the aggressive maneuver. The HE, the flash, now the molly, trying to clear out and flush out behind this little ledge smoke. Carrigan applying the same beam pressure as he did in the previous. A flash, a molly to clear anyone off of the balcony position. This time there will not be the B split commit. At least not yet. Minute 15 on the clock. A second wave of util to obscure the view. Rotating back around the world into an A execute. The question is, what type of execute are we looking at? There are smokes available, and if they go for up-down to cover bench and stairs, ZywOo's scout will get an opportunity to take a couple of pot shots from CT spawn.
He's been waiting a whole minute for any sort of action. He hasn't moved, continues to be posted. Flames goes looking for Frozen. Oh, this is a big head-to-head. That's a big head-to-head! And Flamesy removes Frozen's! That's a problem now for FaZe, starting to accelerate. They are going to be running in towards this A site. ZywOo scout does connect. Body shot for Rain finds the head. Karrigan tries to get across. Flames unloads his magazine. Drive-by from Apex actually does some significant damage. Can't try to recover with the scout. A hip-fire shot doesn't connect, and Karrigan's Deagle does.
Keep your eyes on the flank. Spinks is going to come late through Palace.
Yeah, that could be influential, especially now he's spotted one, hits the headshot. Flames his spam. So suppressing. Now Spinks' flank could be very impressive. Broky's not considering this. Broky's not ready for this. Huge, finds the AK. He's fallen away from FaZe Clan. This second bite of the cherry is so sweet for Vitality. His Mezzi's good. Mac-10, not the weapon he wants.
It's a default plant. They can just defuse.
He can't touch it. He can't stop it. Vitality rip away FaZe's momentum with one fell swoop. How has Flames contributed so much from that jungle position?
Scavenging that Galil right there. The amount of damage that he was able to do. Yeah, Spinks that late piece. ZywOo with the tag as well, making it a little bit shaky on the way out of the round. Rain sat him in his ass when he went for that second pot shot.
Can't believe Flames has just ran at Frozen, and you could see Frozen like he's more worried about window. He's not considering a Deagle drive-by. And you still have to hit the shot. Not an easy one by any stretch of the imagination.
Well,
Flames has given Vitality a way in.
Is that a momentum shifter?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Well, there still can be a buy for FaZe. Sure, lacking a little bit in the firepower department. Rain into a Galil. Brokey with just a Tech 9. Until Rain's over towards the A site. They're starting to apply pressure.
Karrigan's actually going to push and try and disrespect the smoke, try and take some space. Bomb isn't moving with him, though.
Yeah, and Rain's applying pressure over towards B at the same time, so they really just have Vitality guessing, where is this? Was it an A fake? Now have they gone over towards the B site? Well, Flamesy finds Karrigan.
Important frag post. Flamesy continues his impact, jumping over the sideline of Spinks on this angle. Bomb to be planted. Brokey gets it down uncontested. Nade will do damage. Still functional. Can FaZe really hold off the wrath of Vitality on this retake? Outgunned, outmanned. But time is on FaZe Clan's side. That smoke block delays them. They're going to be channeled into just a Tech 9 on Brokey. He needs something special here. Now how's that? A quick conversion onto Mezzi, and he lives on. Nimble, dipping, darting, ducking, finding damage. It's big from Brokey. Down at last. And defuse just in time. It really came down to the wire there.
Yeah, I thought that Rain swing, that should have been the difference maker. Brokey gets the first to draw some attention. They've thrust out that doorway. Thought Rain on the AK should have been good for one in that situation, but really good work there from Vitality. They were thrown for a loop in that one. Pressure all over the map. FaZe Clan get into a side, they get the bomb down, but still the finances are the biggest issue, and Vitality now should have their easiest round of the second half so far. Likely to see the shove all in from FaZe. Some pistol upgrades are starting to don. Plenty of damn Deagles, a P250 for Frozen, and Yuto has to be light on.
Well, back in the day, Chad, FaZe Clan's Desert Eagles were infamous.
Be living on a bit of a hope and a prayer, I think, to be able to snag this one away.
Most definitely. Vitality got it done with that.
It looks like they're flowing now, right? Maybe they came into this second map, and I don't want to say they took their foot off the gas, but hey, we dealt with them on their map choice so easily. Now, FaZe have definitely been showing some finer form, but Vitality look like they're hitting a bit more of that flow state.
You know, in the head-to-head, your confidence is going to be flowing, coming into Mirage. Nice smoke from ZywOo, throws it out towards Palace.
If they can find an incision towards A, then they might have been able to fool Vitality, draw that rotation, and get into the B site. Now, Mezzi has glanced away for a moment. Rop's yet to sneak past that line.
That's the fire Mezzi was waiting for, and tracks him. Trying to leave the apartments, and it's not easy. Punching in the code, getting the bomb.
You take the plan.
It's certainly something. Extra cash to splash into the next. Sure, Frozen with a P250. These frags feel like a formality. Damn, the P2K rips off Frozen's head. And the Rain Desert Eagle unable to post a frag.
Really well handled there from Mezzy. Good round from him, 4 kills in total. No, it was the lighter investment, but party fights for the B anchor. It's a 1-round game now. We'll see a tactical timeout called from FaZe. Looks to be their first. Neo. Him as part of the conversation to see if they can find a way out of this hole. Should have been double digits. Should have been them going in against the first rifle round in the potential round they lost in the second half, but no. Flamesy, huge impact, has changed the tide. 3 consecutive rounds with the bomb going down for FaZe short.
So what's the conversation? You've taken your tactical. First we've seen from FaZe on Mirage in the face of what feels like that momentum shifter. 3 consecutive off the back of it. Bomb plants in each for FaZe. Brokey top of the scoreboard.
Residual cash left over for Rain, and he hasn't bought full utility. So that's telling that this feels a bit more like a premeditated set piece, right? You're not going to play through the default of the round. You are going for a set finisher, and you've only bought what you've needed. They've turned 3 players over towards B on the gates, 2 top mid. It's a B split. Look at that. You two coming over. Pressure.
Immediately applied. Rain coming in from behind. Zywoo unprepared. That's a massive start. Apex responds. Mezzy on site under scrutiny. Dips but through the smoke. Spinks lends a hand. But through the gap. Not ready for Carrigan. What a shot! What a play! Expect the unexpected. Carrigan delivers a massive double kill.
He's going to give this one a go.
He certainly could. He's even got the Desert Eagle. Fancies his chances. Knows Carrigan's his first duel. Overlooks the position. Just nicely. Frozen has to convert this. All the pressure, all the hopes of FaZe Clan fans, all on his head-to-head, and Frozen delivers! A must-win duel, converts what his captain started.
Well, they took that timeout, and as mentioned, it was premeditated. That was just a B split. That's something that they've been working on. We know that FaZe went home between the RMR and the Major. We know that they had an opportunity to work on things in the lab that was isolated away from the rest of the pack. They were one of the only teams to go home. So being able to boot camp and work on strategies that are a bit more veiled, they pull it out right now and they grab that 10th round. But still, with only 1 player staying alive, it's still quite touch and go for FaZe. Do you go back into something set? Do you go back into the default?
Ooh. Much of aggression from Spinks. Flashed in, charges straight into his demise. Rain delivers an opening kill. Now the CT side, gaps will start to form.
Want to retake some mid-control to Vitality, but in the interim, FaZe have been able to reroute, regroup, and set their sights on A. Frozen again with the smoke and mirrors, selling B pressure. Follow through isn't there. Mezzy playing a tucked in angle, and now utility dons A.
Okay, they're going to be behind these smokes.
Apex running through.
No, they're not. Apex, a suicide mission. Eats flashbangs, braves the flames down to Brokey.
Might be considering the save. This is a 5v3 situation. If Flames can't find anything, you're going to want to hold on to these guns. You know that there was B pressure, and the position of Frozen, he hasn't moved a muscle. That puts him in a great spot to be able to remove these guns on the hunt. If they're loud, he'll be able to communicate that.
This is a real power play here from Frozen.
They've made noise.
Knows there's 2, hears them, communicates and relays that information. There is a player up behind. Flames might be able to deny here. Works it out. Is that a warning shot? Bang forces him forward. Flames trying to get this threat nullified and dealt with. So the rifle's likely to be brought through, an upgrade for Flames for the frag. But it's a FaZe Clan 11th. In true FaZe fashion.
Showing a bit of tenacity. Thought that maybe the undoing, that momentum shifter could have been the loss to those saved second round force weapons. 3rd tactical timeout. Vitality are well and truly under pressure. Saves coming through does enable another full buy. Zywoo still has the AWP, there's defuse kits. everything they could hope for to defend. Next is trying to slap them back into this. This is their map choice. This is Mirage. Up next, Anubis. And if you look at the history between these two teams on the map, I want you to go back. There was a crazy game when Anubis was kind of just first coming into the map pool. It was insane. It was, I think it was 12-1 crazy comeback. Even could have been CSGO. Yes. It could have been a 14-1, right? You're going to have to really go back in the history books. But history hopefully could be telling of an absolute banger, an absolute barn burner. This one not done yet. Just a 3-round gap for Vitality to try and claw back. FaZe, one more necessary to secure overtime at a minimum. But they haven't let this get away from them. They have stayed in contention. They are not done in Shanghai just yet.
Haven't been consumed by that loss on your map pick, but for FaZe, perhaps it is just business as usual. Take their opponents just 2 rounds separated. This time, Karrigan's called his boys out mid behind the window smoke.
Look
Spam from Apex finds nothing.
This is going to be so quick in the face. They are just conga lining straight into connector.
That con smoke, guys, is their assault.
There's no spam, there's no mollies, there's no tell that this is about to explode in their face.
Cyber flashed off now, the penny drops. Cyber, what can you do? Missed it, shot between the wickets. Responds onto Karrigan, Frozen though, caught Apex, charging through jungle, trying to react. And FaZe set for success. Zywo's gonna have to do something impressive. Mezzy and Spink's not even looking like they're going for it.
2,400 loss bonus into the next round. You just have to take a quick look. Like, you don't add up.
Oh my God, they're saving. They're saving 12.
That's 2 of these rounds, right? These 2 of these really explosive rounds from FaZe. It was the B split to get things started, where they threw the util B, and then it was the late camp play from Rain coming in behind, dealing with Zywu. This time, they've thrown the util mid. Vitality have been conditioned to worry more about the sites. So they weren't playing for a mid control. They weren't in their face. Nobody jumped out connector. Nobody ran up mid playing behind the smoke. They were just very light on in the mid department. Karrigan has called 4 players to just push straight down the guts of middle. Sure, silently, they get into connector undetected. Then they explode. Flashes come over. U2's there. Well rehearsed from FaZe. And these 2 key explosive rounds with the pistol in this second half are the clear difference makers. Vitality are just getting rattled. It's happening and they have absolutely no idea.
Inspired run from FaZe. The calls, Chad highlights just how impressive it has been. 4 map points.
And it's not the Rob show. He's at the bottom of the scoreboard right now. Brokey's been here to play. Rain finding contributions. Frozen in the clutch and Karrigan calling a good game.
Zywu sent to middle to ensure that won't happen again. Peeks around his own smoke. Brokey boosted up. Flash is good. Zywu spotted. Rain unable to finish it off cleanly. Nade and flashes though. He's in trouble. He's in so much trouble, and so are Vitality. They have to win this round without Zywu. Spinks has kept us level. Removes Karrigan top mid. Brokey, bomb and an AWP. And time to search. Mid is now FaZe's. Shanghai wants a 3rd.
FaZe hit the brakes. Sit, and they wait for the aggressive maneuver. We can see on board Mezzy, there's one coming. 55 seconds on the clock. How far does he go? Is it through underpass? Is it into Frozen's crosshair? Trundles down the stairs, ever so silent. He's the only one that can really play for this mid-information.
So much uncertainty for Vitality. Flames' movements indicate that. Safe from the flashbang is Robs. Here's that clear. So 2A. Picture starting to become clear. It's hard to track though. Just the toes. Flames mantles up to evade.
Everybody will be on A for Vitality in time. 25 seconds.
They have to go. Flames repositions. Knows he can play the clock. It's against FaZe now. But headshots required. Rain spotted out. The setup's potent. Frozen is 2. Breaks in to the site. Double headshot. Double trouble. Frozen another. It's just Spinks standing between them, and FaZe force a 3rd map. Just when you doubt them, just when you think the story ends here, FaZe Clan arrive, and the 5th gear is found.
They said they had it, and they are delivering here in Shanghai. Vitality will not remain flawless. They will drop their first map of their major cycle so far to FaZe, a team that is
getting your thoughts. We are ready to go back to Shanghai. The loser of this quarterfinal, you might never see that lineup again. Legacy is on the line. FaZe versus Vitality. Apex versus Karrigan on Vertigo.
Ready to get this one started. T-side Anubis, and look at the nades. So much at stake. The desk has highlighted well exactly what we have to look forward to. I can't quite believe we're on a third map.
Yeah, and FaZe, they're the ones in the veto who decided to take us here by removing Dust too. Did connect a smoke thrown out there. Gonna apply a bit of pressure towards this B site, but it's a retake set up just Rain over towards Temple. That one plumes as the cluster of FaZe is elsewhere. Here comes Vitality.
Playing for one and unsuccessful in doing so. Happen away, site conceded.
Hit and smoke on Carrigan for this retake, but not able to make a dent right now. This needs to be clear for FaZe.
Very forward positioning here from Apex. He's supported by Flames. Spinks lingers. He's going to have a lot of bodies here.
This is a huge load.
Surely they
This is insane.
This is ridiculous from Spinks. Comes from behind and only one with the delay. They help finish him off. Finally, he falls. The clock ticking throughout all of that. Robs gets a drive-by onto Flames. There's something here. There's certainly something here. The smoke in the kit, but Carrigan down. Kit on the floor. A 1 versus 2 handed to Frozen. It's not easy. It's near impossible because MOUZ with 3 kills to start off proceedings, and the FaZe pistol woes continue.
All right, so only one to FaZe's name so far. The rest going in favor of Vitality. I'm questioning now, do we see a FaZe force buy into this second? It looks likely.
What a rascal Spinks is.
Oh, that is just such an unorthodox position to see someone playing for the B lobby control. Actually, when you think about it, big brain. Just to play, making sure that the Glock gets to be at that range, and you're never going to be clearing. So the fact that they get into the site for free, unscathed, means that Spinks does not need to assist the assault and gets to play late. It won't be the force from FaZe. It's just going to be a flash for Carrigan and a 5-7 for Rops. So we will see the rifles coming out into the next. B split on the agenda. 2 up through Canal, 3 outside B main, and Diligent with the util.
Forced into these fights. Just going to be walk in the park for them. Mezzi tending to the potential out in main. The flash signified there's going to be presence, and will comfortably collect. At least the first. Rops' 5-7 makes light work of him, but going to be an irretrievable Galil given the positioning of Zywoo. Going to be picking that one up after picking down Robs.
See if Robs can get off to another performance that we had on map number 1 of this series. Just trying to carry FaZe through. Sure, map 2 is a bit quieter, but the rest of the team woke up and remembered how to play.
Very good.
Just gets 1, so 2 kills on the eco. Could have been better, could have been worse. As Spinks says, nice shot to the vet. 12th major playoff appearance for Carrigan, 10th for Apex and Rain, and only one of those 2 sets of names is going to be able to march forward. FaZe are going to make us all believers in fairy tales if they're able to convert this series and take on G2 in that semi-final. Drops into the AUG. It gives him some positional advantage over towards this A site. You can see these tighter lines he'll be able to lock into, but a 2-3 split of the defenses is quick through middle, but they drop into the B split. This one's got pace.
Yeah, Rain, they're going to be ahead of that. They're going to be ahead of that, running him down. He's in so much trouble. Jeopardy. Frozen just trying to bait himself out. Smoke to delay, but that bomb will go down shortly. Spamming the smokes. He's so vulnerable. Brought low. Bomb plant to be planted swiftly. Nade just chips away at Zywoo. 57 to work with. Carrigan can maybe finish the job. Oh, Zywoo gets away. Zywoo gets away. Into the swing is Carrigan. Tap in the head of Apex. Couple of shots to the shoulder. 3 versus 3. Looking for the kit, looking for the frag. Spinks catches Frozen. Going walkabout towards that jail position. And Brokey trying to desperately get a smoke on that bomb. Sow some seeds of doubt, but they have to get out. 10-second defuse, not realistic. B-site exploited, gun round converted.
Yeah, so doing the double mid volley, making it look like they're just doing a mid control round, drop straight through the window, pins it towards B, catch Rain out of position. As you just highlighted there, no defuse kit available for that. So that's why it seems like it's a bit helpless. You know, you're having to charge through and hope that you get that timing, hope that you get that kill. Unable to do so. But saving 2 guns, what does that mean for the next round for FaZe? Spinks dealing with Rain on the way back. Carrigan gets a boatload of information after that initial kill, but dealt with handily, and that's the one. That's where Frozen is desperate to try and make some magic happen to get them an opportunity. They will half buy around the save, so next round will be a rifle round with the full loss bonus of 3,400 being injected. And these 2 teams have the lion's share of previous major winners left in Shanghai. Apex, Zywoo, Spinks, Carrigan, Rain, Rops, and Brokey. Twist has been eliminated, and Snacks is waiting in the semi. pressure again. We're gonna look to block with the incendiary in hand.
Throws it out, eats the flash, they'll push through this. Recurring theme already, charging into the incendiary, charging into Carrigan. Gets 2 with the 5-7, not ready for the orb. Robs delivers a multi-kill, and it's FaZe's first.
Carrigan erupts with that one. The Showman delivers a massive multi-kill, and I thought his incendiary was way too deep. It flushed them forward into the pesky pistol, and he's able to secure FaZe their first round, an unlikely round. Catch that again, so you can see it's burning just on the tippy top of the steps. Those flames are actually carried through residual on the feet as the indicator that, hey, they're burning, and that Org of Robs perfectly positioned to shut this one down.
Robs can't get that double without Carrigan.
Quite late on the purchases. We were already leaving spawn, and Flamesy was just buying. You can still see Apex in spawn, so that one's going to rattle him a bit. We know that Apex definitely can get frazzled when things don't quite go his way.
He seemed very composed here in Shanghai so far, but of course, no problem so far.
Exactly. The first map they dropped, we just witnessed. It had been smooth sailing up until that point. Just under 7 rounds per map over a 9-round spread, and finally defeat.
Ollie limits Brokey's options. Have an angle to hold.
So they want to try and test this B defense of Frozen and Rain again. Rain just has an MP9.
Yeah, eyes on Frozen's AK. Throws out the main block. Rain's got a flash for Dark here. Just trying to delay them. Makes them uncomfortable. 3 faces. Blind.
Might get an audible here.
Incendiary, timing, everything. They're pushing in. Good MP9 work. The Incendiary isolates the jewels. Zywoo brought down. Rain and Frozen passing this test with flying colors and headshots galore. It's another one on the floor. Frozen with 4! Ice cold.
And there's that confidence he was talking about in the pre-game interview. Need to see that. The only member in this FaZe jersey not to lift the major trophy. He joined the team coming into 2024, taking the position of Twist. There's been questions about how these role overlaps, but right now just delivering the pain on the B bomb site. Had to deliver on the AK-47. And you love to see how Anubis is developing. Used to just be constantly block con, block con, block con. Well, you're seeing teams starting to lean more in the direction now of late. Block B main, take out that prong. Focus via con, where it's the small choke point.
How powerful an Incendiary can be.
And this is the round that FaZe must convert. Not only does it tie things up 3-3, we've been hammering home the factor that this is a T-sided map. For FaZe, if they can get 4, 5, 6 rounds, 6, that's going to be fantastic. 4 or 5, that's what they'd be aiming for. That's going to be par for the course. And the third is what should be the certainty. They can't give away kills to these Deagles. Vitality, however, grouped up, and they have room to work with. Can they sit Rops on his ass? Well, they're letting the Glock of Mezzy take the room. The Deagles to find the trade. Well blocked. It's awfully quiet, isn't it? The minute mark, that lands. A boost over. They won't be able to see anything. Maybe they just come flooding through.
Big front boost the Glock, and he commits to a spray. A headshot. Flamesy puts his captain down. And Brokey just puts his AWP on his back. Comes running into the side with his pistol out. Chaos indeed. Chaos incarnate. He gets it done. Terrifying for a moment there.
Yeah, it makes it look sketchy.
Terrorists win.
Not stopping for Brokey as he charges in and almost makes a mare of it.
Drops the AWP, someone picks it up, hits a quick scope. We are in a different world.
Well,
but
bomb
no,
goes down. So considering the investment from Vitality, you'll take that. Get into the site, sure the TK. Not going to concern Flamesy too much.
5 players pushing through a smoke. It's going to get hectic.
It's part of the job, really.
Yeah.
Double AWP set up quite early in the piece here for FaZe.
Well, they want to extend this. I mean, you talked about it. You're playing for a 4th CT round
That's
already.
Molly. So having both of these AWPs will allow FaZe to hold on to utility for a bit longer. They can stay posted on the line. They don't just have to play smoke molly defense. Because the Ts can really bully you out of positions with key utility, but that is a tidy nade.
Flashed in. Doors control seized. Brokey elects to smoke it off. Temple smoke, and oh, he missed his chance just pre-bloom.
But that's nice. That's the Brokey that you want to see, willing to take those type of risks.
Good point. Jiggle smoke defense. Carrigan holding on to this for as long as he possibly can. Now blocks them camera. Are you running through a smoke into Carrigan? Yes, you are, because the flashbang's perfect. Mezzi sets his team up. Robs with the AWP, gets naughty, gets the double. ZywOo sits him on his arse, but there's Brokey's AWP to worry about as well. Combat AWPing. Oh, stairs, Mezzi overlooked. Rain gonna be walking through this one. Mezzi's got so much to focus on. The bomb not going down, and Rain takes down Mezzi. ZywOo's got no bullets! And Vitality have no money. FaZe have the advantage.
Not only have they found their fourth, it looks like they found themselves. This is what FaZe have been hoping for. You have the interviews over the last couple of months. They say, hey, the results aren't there, but we're feeling it in practice. Things looking up and up. It's just felt doom and gloom from the outside looking in. Where is the FaZe that started the year, that ended the last, that was in the major grand final against Na'Vi? They looked out of sorts. They looked individual. They didn't look like they were playing on the same page, reading from the same sheet.
Yet here they stand.
And they got this half started with 2 saved guns and a couple of upgrades, and Carrigan, the showman, with a double on the 5-7. So have they stunned Vitality? Now we turn to them. Now we look for their resilience.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Catches Flamesy. They wanted to double nade him. He'll get away at 69. Block smoke. Brokey tested by these Deagles. As is Rops. Was susceptible to that ZywOo Deag, but this shot and punished comfortably. Comfortable for FaZe Clan here. No trip-ups. No mess. No problem. 5 alive, 5 frags between Brokey and Rops.
Before we got the server today, we had 5 series in 2024 between these two teams. To kick off the year, they met in the semi-final of Copenhagen. FaZe eliminated Vitality. Since then, Vitality have been looking to enact revenge. A win at Pro League, a win at the Spring Finals, a win in Cologne, a win in the RMRs. That has been one-way traffic in favor of Vitality. But have FaZe saved the best for last, the final event of 2024, and they might break their heart in a major yet again. That bar of rounds that we discussed only moments ago has been hit. 5 secured already. Now, you can throw whatever you want their way. You stick 1 or 2 more rounds, you are sitting pretty with a strong CT half. FaZe, for the first time, are in the driver's seat. They had to battle back. They had to make themselves believe on Mirage, and now they definitely are. Stairs smoke from Carrigan on the insta.
This is an unfamiliar feeling for Vitality.
Okay, well, that's either misthrown or a little bit awkward.
Rops is very proactive here on A. Does not anticipate Rug's occupation. Spinks to be tested potentially. Brokey posted. Mid-util throw. That's their signal. Rosen works his way in. Hard clear. Off angle. A headshot posted. Brokey dips back into the site, audible.
Sound cue communicated by Spinks. He sent that information to Apex. 4v4 situation, still just a minute on the clock. Bomb picked up, 3 players on B for FaZe.
Look at this positioning from Brokey. This feels like it's guaranteed a frag. ZywOo gonna try it dry. Into the AWP of Brokey. ZywOo down, empty-handed. Now the advantage is FaZe's. Brokey repositioning, pressure applied to Carrigan, but he's taken it in stride. Breaking the smoke, exposed, but Spinks delivers. Carrigan can try and spam away. He's got a good idea as to where one of them is. Behind the smoke and spams him down. 10 HP for Spinks. Mezzi's getting flanked. Robs is coming. Brokey's fragging. Another multi-kill round for FaZe Clan Zorpa. Not absent, but present. And in the moment, seizing a 6th FaZe Clan. Have got Vitality right where they want them.
6-round spread, lost bonus is built. Bomb's only gone down once. So a little bit of extra cash to splash at Christmas time is what Vitality are looking for. They are going to be able to half invest, so they can still stay threatening. But this is actually becoming a bit of a problem with their T side now.
It's spiraling.
Going to get out of control. control.
Oh!
Carrigan just taking a heads-up duel, a flash, a fight, a frag. Spinks down first.
It's exactly what you talked about, Chad. Carrigan just says, I got the spawn, I'm going. I'm gonna make it worse. And Flames has fallen. Rain feeling himself, and so is Frozen. Actually goes down to ZywOo. Wait, Apex onto Carrigan. Rain now focused on so many fronts. Takes the head-on duel, head-on collision. ZywOo low. Look at the HP. Nade avoided. How's he gotten away? One single point of health. This round to give them some hope. Just a little bit of hope. Apex is on his own. Rob found him. Rob saves them. A glimmer of hope for Vitality, but their T-side woes continue. This problem is exacerbated now. A 7-round haul on CT side Anubis.
And Rob's putting it a shift, 15 and 4. Massive impact with most of the kills that we've seen coming his way. Yeah, Brokey finding impact as well. Carrigan with 8 frags to his name, 7 for Frozen. He had that massive B defense round alongside of Rain with the MP9. And scrambling for answers are Vitality, the French in-game leader on your screen. Xtaz behind, and this is the moment where you need to give him that stern talking to. Boys, we need the 2 rounds going into halftime. This isn't done just yet. We haven't come this far. We weren't undefeated up until this point, and we're not going to be knocked out by FaZe. Second half of the year, the second season, Cologne is the trophy they have to their name, one of the biggest outside of the majors. We lost Na'Vi, the reigning major champs. The question mark is, who is going to be able to take this one home?
But the majors, the trophy in game, your legacy inscribed in the trophy. That's what FaZe Clan are here for. And that's what's been eluding Vitality. FaZe Clan, sure, 8 months ago, cut down Vitality. Could they really do it again at the end of the year? A strong case being made here.
Flash out, aim, no fight. With the setup Vitality are currently rocking on this T side, it does really look like they want to try and test Romps over towards A main. There's the util set from MOUZ just on the fade of the smoke.
Forward. Oh, Romps has to fight! MOUZ loses his life. That's an important trade back ZywOo provides. Block smoke from Carrigan. They're going to walk through this. They're coming for you, Carrigan. They're coming to test you. Playing anti-flash, but they're not looking. They didn't clear him. Hiding in the corner. Carrigan strikes twice. An unbelievable play. It's slipping through their fingers. Vitality didn't even clear him. Flames takes the site. On the back of Spinks. Side by side for the ride. Spinks makes a reality out of the 1v1. It's just Brokey standing between him and a necessary 4th. Pressure's on Spinks to plant. Cut of noise. Tension mounts. Brokey recedes. Lets him play. Can't find him. He's opted to find or search for the frag until time is of the essence.
Brokey's dropped all the way back. He's going to let Spinks make the next move. Bomb to be faked. He has to plan it now. Brokey thinks he's rotated completely away. The penny's going to drop.
Bomb has been planted.
Now he knows.
And uncertainty grows for Spinks. So much time has passed since he last saw him, since he last noted him. He's got the right idea, though. A must-win clutch for Spinks, and he delivers. Steps up when his team demanded of him.
They put a stop to that 7-round run. They don't let it get crazy out of control. You can still salvage this half. Sure, you're not going to get the lion's share of rounds, but what has been the problem for FaZe in this series across 3 maps? Pistol rounds. You win that as Vitality, you're all tied up. You're back into this. Carrigan, Gordy had done enough there. Massive impact over towards A main. Here we go, final round of the half. Again, early A pressure. Carrigan with the AUG, taking a duel. Can't swing this again, because it's into the AUG.
Straight into the AUG. Yeah, you've got a scope, but ZywOo's is better.
Now number disadvantage. FaZe are going to be scrambling.
That's a nice change up. That's a nice opening. Pressure mounting, though, to
That's
Spinks.
the lurk. They're into the site.
Yeah, so they can rotate a bit more comfortably now. They know they've taken down Spinks on B. Pressure onto A, and the site is lost.
Final round of the half, they're definitely going for this, and there's decent util as well.
Oh, miss smoke. Re-smoke was going to destined for camera from ZywOo, instead forced into heaven. They are all coming through heaven. Have they got their retake nades? Incendiaries. Apex is going to take first friction. Fight on bricks. It's good for him. Headshot found and he gets away. Slipping back, taking another engagement. Frozen does best him. ZywOo remains active, trades out. Catches Robs. Broky's Orb is still in the feed, and Broky's Orb has delivered just enough time to make it 8. FaZe Clan. Unbelievable scenes, a CT side that puts Vitality's pistol into the compulsory category.
Something about FaZe, I said, if they win this series, if they pull this home, if they book themselves a spot in that semi-final versus G2, they're going to make us believers in fairy tales. You look back throughout the years of Counter-Strike, you had the NIP Magic, you had the Virtus Plow, and you got this FaZe who are never down and out when they're in an arena. This is the type of team, this is the caliber of player that you love to see step up. And at the tippy top of the scoreboard again is Robin Cool, 17 frags for him.
Yeah, Robs, as cool as a Baltic winter.
The Des brought this up just before we jumped into game. Is ZywOo, the superstar, in contention for Player of the Year alongside m0NESY and Donk? Well, those two names are already in the semi-finals.
You want to be a part of that conversation? You got to have the ticket to attend.
It's going to be a necessary component, a necessary force now that we flick on over to the CT side for Vitality. Still at the top of the scoreboard, 11 kills to his name, but he is going to have to step up with impact and be counted. Sure, it's a team game, but there is a reason that we talk about the greats. There is a reason that we highlight the absolute best in the world. That is because in the matches when they are needed, they step up and they deliver.
Right now, Robs is doing
The pistol rounds. If FaZe win this, it'll be their 2nd out of 6. But the most important with the scoreline sitting in their favor, it's their T side.
deep smoke. Hands on cam. Steps are heard.
It's a fake to try and buy a mid gap, which it has ever so slightly, but Spinks is here. He has support.
Flames just arrives in time. Headshot so necessary. Carrigan delivers. The P250 connects, but Spinks was overlooked. Only the one. Frozen keeps FaZe Clan's claws in the backside of Vitality. Another body drops. This round is starting to manifest. The FaZe Clan T-side pistol on Anubis. I'm starting to believe in fairy tales, Chad.
Oh, yes, indeed. And this is the matchup where they break the hearts of Vitality again. You have their number all year long. Other than the majors, the ones that matter the absolute most. FaZe floundering. Questions about what their roster will look like. What
pistol on Anubis. I'm starting to believe in fairy tales, Chad.
Oh, yes, indeed. And this is the matchup where they break the hearts of Vitality again. You have their number all year long. Other than the majors, the ones that matter the absolute most. FaZe floundering. Questions about what their roster will look like once we hit that tournament break, once we hit that Christmas break. And they are sitting 9 rounds to the good. Pistol need the conversion, and they could be running this one home in front of a crowd that are FaZe fans.
I thought it was pageantry. I dismissed it at their nonchalant approach, saying, yeah, we'll step it up in the playoffs. They barely got here. On the last day, securing themselves a ticket to the playoffs and now up against their adversary who's what? Head-to-head is ridiculous. And yet here on the major stage, FaZe sit 9 rounds to the good. A pistol win, one of their very few, has put them just 4 rounds away from eliminating Vitality, from eliminating ZywOo.
It's the clean sheet versus the rocky road. A once come out battle hardened on the other side.
And this rocky road is delicious. It's sweet.
Force buy from Vitality. If they lose this round, if they lose everything, if they can't go for the double dip, FaZe should get the 11th for free. The outcome of the weapons and this round, Vitality are going to be under absolute immense pressure.
Some of the most intense 90 seconds they're about to stomach.
It is a 3-2 split of the defenses. On board with Flamesy right now. We'll have a smoke to drop in the MP9 to shred heads, but here comes the execute.
It's quick. Flames plays the block. Surely they don't disrespect this. They'll break it though. He's exposed. Catches Carrigan moving. And another one available puts Rain low.
They can call this off. They don't have to go. They've been blocked. They've sustained a lot of damage. The rotation has come in for Vitality. That was to be the finish, but they did it early enough that there's enough time they can pivot back. The contingency of all of this is Spinks, still in connector.
So much uncertainty. Rain asks for the Galil with a low HP. A pivot back now. ZywOo realizing that they have cut noise, will acknowledge the potential. MeZ, B player tasked with holding mid for now. That's another gap.
If Rain is first in, he should just be blown over by this MP9. Then it's about, can Spinks double up? 3 players on the site for Vitality.
It's all about the straight from Frozen. What's he got? Swings in, headshot found. It's up to ZywOo. Just a scout at the back of the site. He's got MeZ in support and a headshot clean. Can't double up. Doesn't deliver. And Apex, maybe he can. A manageable 1v2, not easy. Not easy for the Frenchman. And yet he has isolated Jules. 14 bullets, Robs, strikes, 10 is found, and there's not a single weapon saved. Vitality's days in the server at the major are numbered.
This is the tough decision. This is the tough call that you have to make. And it feels like you need to give over the 11th round. You need to just go for some light pistol upgrades. If you shove all in again and you lose again, even though the economy for FaZe is limping with only one staying alive, the risk, does it outweigh the reward? Vitality don't think so. They will be subdued in round number 15. For Vitality, it is going to be a crazy comeback required in China. Again, early presence to bait out utility, done so with ease. There was the one piece of block utility. Concern at the moment would be a B finish into the Deagler Spinks. Now, he would have to do something unbelievable. So that position, if not mollied, is great to take a couple of heads. Carrigan with full mid space.
This is such a typical Carrigan call, sets himself up.
Well, the B defense has to move. They need to acknowledge the CT slip. Temple is a possibility.
As they do that, Carrigan loses his head, pulls the crosshair, confirms Spinks' occupation of Temple.
They should be able to get into the site now.
They can just walk in.
On plan at default. Good post-plant positions. Not aware if there's a player home on the plat. One pillar, one con. Brokey still where he planted. So the flank is also
timing on this
bit of a
flashbang
possibility.
is everything, Chad. They will have to swing at some point. Brokey sends it high. Jiggle out. Robs delivers onto Flames. Pressure applied. Still damage inflicted. ZywOo's hitting Deagle shot. Robs 2. It's back and forth. Tit for tat. Apex in the 1v1. Robs, one bullet will bring him down, and Apex can't do it. FaZe Clan make 11 a reality. 2 rounds away from a semi-final in Shanghai.
And this is the Rops form that everybody wants to see. 23-6, the superstar.
Where's
He's driving this one home.
Where has he been? But he arrives when he needs to. A wizard.
Extaz, it's a final 30 seconds on his time to rally his team, to remind them of what they came here for, what they have spent a month in Shanghai, China for. They have been here for 28 days. They have played 4 days of Counter-Strike, this being their 5th. Success could be the undoing of Vitality.
Not only that, the unfamiliarity with the opposite. That Mirage lost the first at the end of 28 days of labor. And now they're off kilter into Anubis. Lost. Unfamiliar territory, a third map.
Get plenty of swings right now if you FaZe. The same conversation we had on that CT side. They can run Hail Marys, they can be in your face.
It has to be ZywOo. This is his time. This is his moment. If you want to be a superstar, take your team out of holds like these.
FaZe's finance is still brittle. The scoreline is damning, but the bank balance is not. Vitality can convert this must-win round. They can start to work their way back into this half. But it has to start right here, right now. It'll be too late otherwise.
Karrigan's getting naughty with it. Applies pressure on his own. Apex's responsibility. Flash for the uncrouch, confirms no one out. Pressure applied to the B defense. Layers, multiple nades, sky high. Pressure applied, left and right. Spinks smoked off. No vision, no confirmation. Down goes Karrigan Shaw. The boost is a nice and inspired pivot. They'll have to spam just to see the vision. It's a good smoke. Apex here. Spam and smokes. The bomb is planted.
There's no kit for the retake.
What do you do? What can you do? Pushing through. It's MOUZ. No one's ready. No one's holding. They're playing it too safe. And MOUZ jumps through. Ignites a little bit of hope here for Vitality. A 2 versus 4. Rops and Frozen. You hear that sound. They call the bluff. Frozen starting to activate. Making steps. Nice one from ZywOo. They just have to hold it here. Apex going for the hole. He's covered by every angle. There's no way in for FaZe. Rops accepts. The 5th round is Vitality's. No kit. No problem.
Terrorists win.
Moment to take a breath. Well handled from Vitality. Have to give props to MOUZ. Great work from him. When the chips were down and play had to be made, those kills had to come through, and they just weren't expecting that audacious nature. So MOUZ over towards B, a difference maker. That's Karrigan found in mid, and then MOUZ with the push up towards jail unlocks the key to this retake. Rop's doing his best, but knowing, as I discussed, the finances is a little bit miserable for FaZe. Even though they've been able to secure the 3 rounds out the gates into the second half, they've come down to these really tight scenarios. So Rops holds onto the AK as a weapon of destruction that they can carry forth, but they get more than a moment. They still have all 3 tactical timeouts available to close this. So with a saved AK, some upgrades start to take shape around it. This also just gives you that time to really look in on the finances. Okay, 1900 is the loss into the next. Where's everyone's money out? Do we really need a force right now? Will we get a buy if we take the more conservative approach? And the answer is yes. If you keep yourself around that 2K mark, 1900 comes in, you can get the AK, you get the Galil, and you get this round. Do you set Rops up for aggression? Do you try and send him in? We've seen him with flavors of in your face.
Look at his mechanical self. Oh, and that's a problem for Spinks. That's a disaster.
Did he?
The Glock hit his head. He did have the reaction as though he was without a helmet. They managed to find the opening.
That's crazy that he didn't invest into the head armor. Maybe he was expecting a buy.
Incendiary's great. Buys time. Second available for him as well. He's got the block utility here, so the cavalry has arrived.
Mid push is huge.
ZywOo is cooking.
Tough in this environment. Tough to stick the landing.
Can go wrong, can go south, but has timed it well. And not spoiled whatsoever. Robs onto Apex is just one, but hang on, Brokey's managed to kick open the door. ZywOo, they know where he's coming from. And Flames from the temple, they need them now. Flames, these kills worth so much more than just the number on the score. Karrigan, just a pistol. It will have to be Brokey with no Kevlar either. It's set for Vitality, but what's that? ZywOo's fine, pushes through regardless. And it's up to Brokey, can't do it. ZywOo delivers in their time of need. A triple kill on the flank. In Spinks' shortcomings, it's ZywOo that just bails them out.
It's tough when it comes down to that, but stands up and he is countered. That is a pressure scenario. Spinks pops the goosh, gets finished off. They brawl into the site. They know where ZywOo is. They deal with Flames through Temple. But Brokey, he knows he just has to dance around the site. ZywOo stays calm. But that was a saved AK and light upgrades where they took 4 kills and got the bomb down. It's a full buy for FaZe now. The same to be said for Vitality.
Apex to set up. This is perfect. This is a perfect call. Swings through. Flames does deliver. Dispatches rain. No trade available because the AWP is trained on their location. Good flash, but they get away.
Two-man advantage so early in the round. Vitality, look at all the util they have to continue to block. This is the moment where you play for information, you jiggle, you make sure you can get out. You never want to be full committed to a fight in their two-man advantage like this.
Oh, great flash, but Spinks is trapped. Oh, Carrigan can't finish! A golden opportunity, and now in the flames, Brokey burns! Mezzi finishes off the job, bails out Spinks. He feels lucky to be alive.
Yeah, and look at Apex. He understands the scenario so well. He's just sprinted straight through B main to make the map feel very small. Loss bonus going into the next is going to be the problem. It's only 2,400. So he knows if he can remove the AK, there's not going to be a threat like there was last time they took a half buy into it. So Frozen left in this 1v4 situation, it would need to be the ace. He got the kill on the A push. They know he was Canals. There's only so many options.
Test is pre-aim, 40 seconds. Who's the space? It's likely. Oh, finds a clean one onto Spinks.
30 seconds, and the fact that Apex is behind him, even if he's able to put pressure on this B defense, he's still a dead man walking. Worst case after time. So if he just messes about a little bit too much, I think we're destined for a little bit earlier head-on collision.
No way he's ready for that. Apex, he's won the round, sealed the deal with that one.
And he was the only member of the team to spring to action off the info. This is the in-game leader brain. He's already thinking 3 steps ahead. So now we're back in it. 11-7, a great CT side from FaZe short, but there's no reason that Vitality can't do the same. These two have had some crazy Anubises against each other in the past. Some games that really need to be seen to believed, and maybe we have another one right now to be delivered on your Friday.
Only popcorn worthy right now.
Another round where Vitality have all the advantages. They're going to push with a flash again. From A to B.
Flash through. 2 bodies to be tested.
Could be bad info.
Could be bad info.
And the round, right, it's not done yet. There's no full commitment from FaZe. They're quite spread. You see 2 outside B, 2 towards T-stairs, 1 on rugs. So spread out with these sidearms. The test connector. 2 through B main. There's util for the finish.
Still that defensive util to be deployed. Spinks is holding on to his, and now it's been too late. Rops is already slotted in. Problems! Oh, the Tech Knights! They fill the feed! It's Rain and Rops side by side. Oh, hang on, that bomb. It's going down. Brokey gets it in. Vitality. Crumble. There's nothing for Apex here. Trying as hard as he might with Flames by his side. Brokey knows, FaZe know, the 12th round is theirs. It's just a matter of time. They will be 1 round away.
What a cruel twist of the knife. The fact that Vitality put themselves in such a strong position to work back into this game, and it's the pistols. It's something that FaZe have struggled with as the starter rounds, but apparently not the finishers. They flood in. Damage is all Vitality have to report. They're keeping 5 players alive off of a partial upgrade and a B execute where Spinks and Mezzi are left worse for wear.
And in the presence of greatness, in the presence of pressure, playoffs of the major, which every Counter-Strike player aspires to do what they do best at their best. It's Rops again, a name we cannot keep out of our mouths in Shanghai. 28 frags deep. 1 round now separating them from the semi-finals. FAMAS.
Yeah, look at the buy. Look at the buy to defend their honor.
Pressure. A touch of it at least forces the AWP shot out of Brokey. Good flashbang connects, but there's one in response. Rops regains control of the first stage of basket. Smoked off.
You got to ask yourself, what is info even worth at the moment for Vitality? It's the kills that they need. It's the shutdown.
That's a terrifying combination of util for Flames to deal with. Here's the break of the smoke and the flashbang.
Six head-to-heads in 2024. And 2 of the most important looking like their FaZe clans. The playoffs of the majors. 1 more round, 5 more kills, and they'll give Vitality that feeling they felt months ago.
To end the season Same way it started. Doesn't matter if it's Copenhagen or Shanghai. FaZe Clan
Coming through.
FaZe
He's
fashion.
undetected. He's undetected.
Slipping through smokes, only 2 players to defend. A break of the smoke, he's exposed. Flames is vulnerable. Just a FAMAS to Apex's name. As reality is starting to feel like a problem for them. It's collapsing one by one. No longer fantasy, but reality, a fairy tale. FaZe Clan 2 frags away from knocking out Vitality, who up until today did not taste defeat, did not feel it. A sour taste in Spinks' mouth as he needs to clutch up just to keep his team in it. No time, no hope, FaZe Clan